New Super Mario Bros., the first game I ever owned, and I'm sure I'm not alone on this. I'm also 99.9% sure it was the first game I ever beat, so needless to say, I have a lot of fond memories with this game. I'm not even going to try to pretend to be unbiased here. I love this game. The new Super Mario Bros. Series often gets put down for how similar the games feel, and there being a new release every single year. I guess this put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, but I wouldn't know. Embarrassingly enough, I own every new Super Mario Bros. Game and have only ever played the first one. It was one of the first games I bought on the Wii U's Virtual Console, and being able to play it on the big screen has been phenomenal. I've already 100% completed it once, so doing it again should be a breeze. I'm telling you, this game is like comfort food, maybe something to cleanse my palate after that last video, so let's talk about New Super Mario Bros. As the first game in the series, New Super Mario Bros. Tends to be shielded from a lot of the backlash against the franchise. After all, it's not the first game's fault that the following games failed to innovate, but I don't think the first game gets enough praise for how much new it brings to the table. Sure, triple jumps, wall kicks, and ground pounds might not be anything special in 2D Mario today, but we wouldn't have any of that without this game. New Super Mario Bros. Is the game that finally cemented how Mario would move in a 2D space, and it feels great. They also managed to utilize the bottom screen much better than most Wii U games. You've got a progress bar of the levels, complete with checkpoints, all of your star coins, and your reserve power-up. It's genuinely useful without feeling like a tacked-on gimmick. The only problem is that when you go into any kind of sub-area, the gameplay moves to the bottom screen. This is annoying for recording footage, but more importantly, it means you can't use your reserve power-up. They could have easily fixed this by just mapping the reserve power-up to a button, or, just leaving the gameplay on the top screen. This is a nitpick, not important. Moving on. The visuals, man, the visuals. A lot of DS games don't look so hot when blown up on the big screen. They were just intended for much smaller displays. That is not the case with this game. I don't know why. I swear I like the way it looks better blown up. I just really like this pixelated art style. I know it's not really an art style and it's caused by system limitations, but I just think it has so much charm. The music isn't anything special per se, very Mario, but not much else. I absolutely love the main World 6 theme though, and anything from World 8 is fantastic. Where this game really shines though is the level design. It's so good. There's tons of level variety beyond the obvious caves, beaches, castles, jungles. There are tons of one-off levels that are some of the best in the game. This World 2 level that takes place in a sewer, I love it. Or this level with the aesthetic of the Mario Bros. Arcade game with a unique enemy that to my knowledge isn't seen anywhere else. One thing that kind of irked me is that a lot of worlds don't stick to their world theme very well. Like, pretty much every world would have an underwater level, even though there's an entire world for that. Why put this desert level in World 6? World 6 is mountain and rock themed, World 2 is the desert level, and there aren't nearly enough mountain levels in the mountain world. I'm sure they did this for the sake of variety so you don't get bored of any specific level type, and it's not a huge deal, but it does kind of take away from the effect of being in a specifically themed world if they're just going to have the same types of levels as every other world. And that's why World 8 is my favorite world in the game by far. The theme is just awesome. It's not just a normal lava level. It feels dead and decayed like the underworld. It's downright eerie. I love it. There are these crows that swoop down at you and these awesome looking pumpkin enemies that make this sound when you step on them. World 8 also has way more of these awesome one-off levels, like this one with the swinging metal platforms and these precariously balanced rocks, or this one where you're being chased by lava up a vertical shaft, but the level wraps around itself. This is probably my favorite level in the game. World 8 also has a really great boss fight. This whole game has great bosses, really. I was so disappointed when I found out that the later games just use the Koopa Kids for every fight. That's so boring. The bosses are one of the best parts of the first game. Themed after the worlds, they all have their own unique movements and attacks, and they're just so well designed. My favorite's the fish, or no, maybe it's Petey Piranha. Or maybe it's this worm dude that you have to hit on the head by wall jumping when he pops up. They're all so great, much better than the Bowser Jr. fights. But nothing can beat the sense of exploration you get traversing the overworld. There are so many hidden paths and shortcuts, you can skip most of the game if you want to. Can't quite beat Petey Piranha as Mini Mario to unlock World 7? No problem, just take the cannon in World 4. World 6 giving you trouble? Cut through World 7 or go back and find the canon on World 5. And this is true within the worlds as well. There are like a grand total of 6 mandatory levels in the whole game. Not that you would want to skip many, unlocking all the alternate paths is so much fun that you might find yourself playing everything anyway. The idea to unlock the secret worlds by beating bosses with a mini mushroom is genius. Honestly, I love playing with the mini mushroom, but I feel like they rely on it too much given how scarcely available it is. If I had $1 for every time I played through World 1-4, I might be able to afford New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. If you want to go for 100% completion, you'll have to collect all 3 star coins in every world. I like the star coins, they add some extra length to the game. I think the star coins might bring up some issues with the difficulty balancing. This game is easy, like 40 lives at any given time, never get a game over level easy. I don't have a problem with that, but the star coins should serve as an accessible, optional way to add a little bit more difficulty to the playthrough. But frankly, they're mostly either just as easy or kind of annoying. At least the reward you get for 100% completion is pretty cool though. In addition to 3 stars on your save profile, you unlock a wallpaper for your bottom screen. I personally prefer the original design, but these would have blown my mind as a kid. All this is to say that I think New Super Mario Bros. Is a fantastic game, one that deserves to be held in the same regards as games like Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World. If you've never played a game in the New Super Mario Bros. Series, this is an excellent place to start. It's available for only $10 on the Wii U eShop, and a physical cartridge can be had for even less than that, so you should definitely play it if you can. Also, the minigames are awesome. Whew, this video was a nice change of pace after the absolute drainer that was last week's video. I definitely plan on finally getting around to playing the other 4 games in the franchise, so do be sure to drop a sub if you're interested in that. Be sure to comment too, even if you don't have anything interesting to say. I love interacting with viewers. I guess that's about it. Follow me on social media, as always, and thanks for watching.